interesting debates on organizational power and politics. I have been assigned to the negative side. Power can be used in organizations to inspire individuals and groups to act in accordance with the company's goals and objectives. There are different sources of power often seen in organizations. According to Freight, the following are the sources of power. Coercive power. It is the perception by the recipient of influence that he or she will be punished if the influencer's explicit demands are perceived expectations are not met. Or perceived expectations are not met. Legitimate power. Power derives from authority and social and cultural norms. It involves loyalty, social rank, and the organizational hierarchy, so that the influenced individual believes that driving forces agents' use of power is just and right. Referent power. Power derives from the driving agent's personal charisma and its effect on the recipient of influence. The recipient's attribution of prestige to the driving agent leads to a desire to please or emulate the agent. Expert power. Power derives from the recipient's perception of knowledge possessed by the driving agent of force. Reward power. Power provides an incentive for the person on the receiving end of the influence to change his or her behavior, expecting to receive a reward or recognition. Structural power. Power sources within their organizations to achieve an individual or organizational purpose. Resources, decision-making authority, and information. When the staff members exercise power and play within Mintzberg's political games negatively, it does have a bad effect on the recipient, and usually the organization suffers as a whole. Some of the Mintzberg's power games are insurgency, counterinsurgency, alliance building, empire building, budgeting, expertise, line versus staff, rival camps, whistleblowing, young Turks, and etc. According to Rubin and Berlew, for most people, the word power elicits negative associations. Someone exercised power in a way that made them feel squelched, weakened, and inadequate or manipulated. This can happen through direct contact, as between a teacher and a student, or a manager and a subordinate. It can also happen to an entire group or organization if the members feel over-controlled, underused, or exploited. Another negative impact of political game, as stated by Lee, is that researchers reported workplace bullying as a pervasive and harmful feature of modern workplaces, and identify the damaging effects of bullying not only for individuals but also for organizations. Overall, workplace bullying constitutes offensive behavior through violent, cruel, malicious, or humiliating attempts to undermine an individual's or groups of employees. I really do not have much experience with these games and bullying in the workplace. I did have some negative experience with management teams in factory settings. As I mentioned before, I had worked in this automotive factory for quite some time. The plant manager, he didn't come out very often to the floor and, speak with anybody. He generally just came out to talk with supervisors when he needed to. He would walk right past you and not make eye contact with you, and several people would comment that they had said hello to him, and he would walk right on past as if they weren't even there. And that's mean, you're the leader. You shouldn't treat people like that. That's wrong. I don't know, he just made people feel like he was better than everyone else. At least that's how everyone took it, and they saw him negatively, and in return, they thought of their job in a negative light. In my opinion, there's no reason why he could not have said a quick hello, a little wave as he walked past, a smile, in the very least. Made people feel appreciated rather than that they're not good enough to speak to the management, it's ridiculous. In a lot of places, in organizations, businesses, your little people are the ones doing the work. Yeah, the leaders are, organizing plans and, pass direction, but you need people to follow out and implement the plans of action. And They need to be appreciated, and so that they like their job and want to do well for the leader. You know, that's the thing. You get treated with respect. You want to do well for that leader and company. So, in my opinion, you know, people need to treat everyone with respect. So, thank you. Have a good week, you guys.